Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Cornelick.
And I'm Chris Calzi.
And the bartender tonight had a very heavy pour, which is why we are a little bit drunk. It is episode 42, entitled Sweet Experience.
Yeah, another great game tonight, closing it out before the Olympic break, and Colorado is a team that we haven't seen since Frozen Fury, which is kind of funny.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, which is a great to see how we match up against a team that is definitely surprising. We thought these guys would be bottom of the league, but they are not. They're hanging in there up in the top in the West. Great game tonight.
It was. I mean, who would have thought a team like the Colorado Avalanche trades Ryan Smith so they can begin rebuilding and end up at the top of the conference for most of the season? Right now, they're in 6th in the Western Conference, but they're definitely making the playoffs. Played great hockey. This is a really good team.
Yeah, a team chock full of rookies. They have 3 rookies right now on their team that are making a huge difference. But, going to the first period, pretty chippy battle there.
Very much so.
For the most part. Both teams have playing well on the back check.
Richard Clune playing his first NHL game. Obviously, we lost Brandon Siegel to waivers to Dallas. Comes in, gets a fight, ends up putting 2 assists in tonight. I really liked his play.
A lot of people out there were, sort of worried about, oh no, we lost Siegel.
Who cares?
I think is weird. Happy trails. I think it'll be better. Another team. He was not going to be doing anything with the Kings much. He was just sort of a fill-in, a roster fill.
We had the opportunity tonight to be in a suite at Staples Center, which, is kind of par for the course when you're KingsCast. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, last Saturday, we had seats behind the glass. This weekend, obviously sitting in a suite. That's pretty much how we roll. We're KingsCast.
So the bottom line is they were free from other people.
Yes. Okay, so the second period started out much like the first period was. A lot of chippy play. A lot of tough back-checking, but the Kings were able to get on the board again with a goal from Anze Kopitar, scoring his 28th of the season, closing in on the 30 mark. Keith, he's playing well. He's on a point tear.
It's definitely going to happen. He will surpass 30 goals. Will he surpass 40? I don't know, but the point is,
I think so.
They're getting sustained scoring, and coming to the third, Oscar Moeller gets a goal off the second assist of the night from Richard Clune. Fourth line actually produced very well tonight. I was really happy with their play. I do not miss Brandon Siegel.
No, I don't at all. No coincidence that Moeller had that goal. It was actually a fantastic goal. From the face-off circle, awesome.
He just ripped it. Another person who had a great game, who was very tired because he walked in the Olympic march last night, was Jack Johnson. 2 assists tonight. I think he's really starting to step up his game finally.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. I thought Johnson would have actually kind of struggled tonight. I thought he'd be tired, chartering the jet to Vancouver, of course, attending the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. But he actually played well, and I thought Drew Doughty, definitely made up for his poor performance against Edmonton. And Matt Green, they were all over tonight. The Avalanche had no scoring opportunities really at all.
Yeah, they blocked off the passing lanes, I thought, really nicely. Jonathan Quick, of course, came up with some great saves, which is sort of yada, yada, yada for the season. But excellent job defensively by the Kings, and they really kept up the pressure. I was happy.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick getting his 2nd shutout of the season, which is a little surprising based on how many wins he has.
So I'm here with Meg, the fan of the game from Los Angeles. What do you think the first 2 periods?
First 2 periods, we got a lead. That's a good thing. Very happy about that. Would like to have a few more goals. Come on, Kings. Let's go. Power play. More shots. Still. More.
So Drew Doughty sort of struggled the last game against Edmonton. How do you think he's playing tonight so far?
I think he's playing a lot better tonight so far. Still needs a little bit of work. Still got a couple of pucks hopping all across the stick. Don't want to see that. But, I figure he's saving it for Team Canada maybe just a little bit. So that's okay. Team Canada's taking the gold this year. Sorry, USA. Love you guys. My boy's going to win.
Yeah, who's going to win the game tonight?
Who's going to win the game tonight? Kings all the way. No doubt, kids.
But, having a 2nd shutout of the season, great game, awesome game to go into the Olympics. There's always this uncertainty. Going into the Olympics, I'm a little concerned. I always, get a little anxious because, for one, you're worried that your team's going to sort of, lose momentum. Mm-hmm. You're also going to worry about, injuries with the 5 Kings players that are playing in the Olympics. So, a little concerned now, but definitely a good way to go into that break.
Definitely. We were coming off a 2-game losing streak after the 9-game winning streak, so I thought it was really important tonight that we did come out with a win. The Kings now sit 5th. Phoenix is 1 point ahead of us in the standings, so we are really neck and neck. We're 10 points out of 9. I think we got this, but now we're transitioning into the Olympics. Now, the Kings have a few players on the Olympic squads. We have Michael Hanzus, Dustin Brown, Jonathan Quick, Jack Johnson, and of course, for Team Canada, Drew Doughty. Really exciting. Stay tuned for next week. We'll have our Olympic special.
That's right. And talking about the Olympics, you know, we have 5 players in there, which is actually pretty good for any NHL team.
Very.
So our question of the day to you is, who do you think will have the biggest impact on their teams? Leave your comments downstairs.
That'll bring you to, of course, our favorite segment. It is Fan of the Game. This one is Meg, who we love, met her quite a few times. She was in the suite with us. She's a bit of a Drew Doughty fan.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Or fanatic. Anyway, here is Meg, your fan of the game.
I'm Meg from Los Angeles, and you're watching KingsCast. Go Kings! Go Drew!
Yeah, she really does like Drew.
She does.
Already has a Team Canada jersey.
Yeah, she said she had a poster of him on her ceiling.
Well, I think she said she had some footage of him sleeping as well from the bedroom, which is, I don't know.
Hey, whatever gets you to sleep at night, right?
Alert the media. Okay.
So now I'm going to present a new segment that we like to call Recommended Viewing. Now, folks, this is straight from YouTube. We are not making this up. On one of our recent episodes, episode 32, interview with John Moncrief, it was suggested on YouTube that if you enjoyed watching that, you might also enjoy watching Gary Busey freaking out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's his doppelganger.
Guess so.
All right, so we're going to have a little bit of a break as far as Kings hockey goes, but we will still be back at you talking about Kings hockey and Olympic hockey. I'm Keith Corneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalzewski.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.